Arjemandi. He is the elder brother of Ehsan Arjemandi, a Norwegian citizen who was abducted by the Pakistani forces back in 2009, and till date his whereabouts are unknown. And he and his family has suffered by the Pakistani forces, and how he sees that this project, and that Pakistan and China are claiming that this is a project to give development to the people, particularly to the Baloch people. So, respected Ali Arjumandi, please unmute. Yes, mic is with you. Yes.
Uh, Good afternoon to my European friends and participants, and good morning to Professor Naila Qadri. And I thank you, Mr. Munir Mingar, Baloch Waja Association, and Waja Sadiq Azad, and everybody, and to the world audience, and especially United Nations, whom we are always in touch with regarding our suffering, our grievances, the cruelties that they are inflicting on us. I am the evidence of the suffering of Baloch families. I'm one of them that have possibility to come here in such forums to inform the world community, at least UN, or others who are interested in human rights, to ask them, help us getting rid of the ill-intended Chinese and Pakistanis and Iranis designs towards the Baloch nation. We have been divided, we have been subjugated, we have been victimized, and we are being as well. We are under such pressure and cruelties from all three parts, Iran, Pakistan, and China now. China has signed a secret agreement with Iran. Nobody knows what's on it. And most of these plans and designs are intended to be placed in Balochistan. The same thing is going on with the CPEC, so-called, they call it CPEC in our eastern wing of Balochistan. The main quarter or headquarter of the CPEC, as they claim to be Gwadar, but the people of Gwadar have no water. Right now, I'm talking with you, got the report that the COVID-19 is killing. There is no possibility in both Balochistan of getting medical help. China, with acquiring the ports of two most important. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
By getting access to the two most important ports of Balochistan, Chahbar and Gwadar, which are strategically, geopolitically best located for any power which want to have control on Gulf and Indian Ocean, and also get the benefits. China, by these projects, equipping both Pakistan and Iran technology to listen to Baloch nation, Baloch individuals. Professor Qadri here explained a little bit about the atrocities which are being committed by the Pakistanis and Irani towards the Baloch women. We have been a tribal society where the place of women have been the highest, always in all our history. When it comes to the oppressors, they have no respect to the privacy of none of indigenous Baloch people in their own land. I originally belong to the western part, which is occupied by Iran. My second citizenship is Norwegian. My brother was Norwegian. He went there in 2009 to Pakistan to visit relatives. As you know, that our tribal system is such that they have made a border, artificial border. Uh, just a moment. Waja Munir, can you please add Waja Baram Khan? He's messaging me. I sent him. I sent his number. He's waiting.
Yeah, I have added, or whoever I see,
Okay,
I continuously
please,
am adding.
please. Okay. So he went to Pakistan to visit our relatives because, as I mentioned, this artificial border cannot cut our blood relation to all three parts. This called the Smithland came, I think it was 1896 or something like that. The British gave it as a gift to Iran in order to make hindrance for the Russians to come gain access to the warm water of Indian Ocean. So we have been victim because of geographically, we are located in a location that the superpowers have come, suppressed, victimized, brutalized us with no rights for us to complain anywhere. We are one of those nations that have no access in international arena to come and cry. I don't know to whom we have to cry. Amnesty International, we have gone. United Nations Human Rights Commission, we have gone. I have contacted White House. I have contacted Foreign Department. I've contacted the British government, which they made this mess left this mess for us to come to help us. These 50 or more thousands Baluch disappeared, missing persons. They have been abducted, and Iran has began in the last 10 years the same policy. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we are hearing.
Okay. I don't know how much time I have because I have a lot of to tell. Because
3 more minutes. 3 more minutes, please.
okay, because I am one of those that who is suffering. Me, my family, my brother's family. In last 12 years, I have knocked every door that I have had the possibility to knock. So I ask international community humbly, please. These are not crimes. These are the realities of Palestine today, that our children, our women, our elders are being victimized, suppressed, frightened, disappear, killing and dumping policy. Iran has unleashed its Basij in Balochistan. They are killing children, they are killing innocent people. Known in last 42 years have been questioned regarding the killing of the Baluch. Known individuals of Iranian security forces have been brought to justice. The same has happened in Pakistan. So we are a nation, unfortunately, divided by the British colonialists. They left this mess in order to have Pakistan to stand against Russia and the communists. So I ask everybody who has the possibility to listen and sympathize and send missions to find fact-finding missions to Balochistan to see when it comes to ex-Yugoslavia. There was a gentleman, Richard Holbrooke. He personally went there, and since his position was high in the American political hierarchy, so he could report and bring the international community there to stop these atrocities which were being committed by the Serbs against the other nations. And when it came to Algeria, we have Jean-Paul Sartre in France, which raised his voice for the people of Algeria. When it comes to the Vietnam, there was New York papers which brought the attention of the world community towards the atrocities that the US were committing in Vietnam. But when it has come to our case, Baluch case, no one is there to come to express. So I humbly, since there is pressure of time, I humbly ask everybody who has the possibility, not just listen to me, try to find out what's going on. Baluchistan is a blackout area. There is no internal or external reporters there. They are not allowed to report. It is a blackout. Baluchistan name in Pakistani and Irani media is banned. No one is allowed to report. So please, free voices of the world, come and see. We are part of you. If you don't raise your voice today for us, tomorrow will be your turn. Again, I repeat my plea to the world community, to United Nations, the General Assembly, to International Criminal Court, to the everybody who has a stake in that area, please do come and see what's happening with us. We are facing genocide. They are eliminating us physically, and not only culturally, physically. They are eliminating us one by one. Earlier it was one by one. No, it is mass elimination everywhere. I please to everybody, please come and pay attention to our grievances, what we are facing. We are part of you. We are human beings like you, everybody. So please raise your voices. And I thank you that you gave me this opportunity here to bring the attention to missing persons or kidnapped persons, both by Iran and Pakistan. We have more than 50,000 in Pakistan and around 10,000 in Iran. 10,000 they have been abducted. So please, world community, Human Rights Commission, please count them, register them, because one day they culprits will be brought like the ex-Yugoslavia in International Criminal Court. I thank you, Mr. Munir Mengal, Baluch Wars Association, and all panelists here. All you have taken your time and attended here, listened to us. I thank you, and I give you the mic to you, Waja Munir. Thank you.
Thank you, respected Waja Ali Arjumandi. Thank you. Especially the case of Ehsan Arjumandi is such a case. It's a special case where UN and her bodies, they have a liability to investigate that, and even the European Union has a liability because Ehsan Arjumandi is a European citizen. So European Union also has a moral liability to investigate, not only legal liability to investigate, to protect a European citizen. Even the Norwegian government, they have to step in. It's time for them. This has been a very long time that Ehsan Arjumandi is missing, and particularly particularly the Norwegian authorities, they have a responsibility to protect their citizen. Secondly, we have, I myself and others, all of you have presented at different times to the UN and her bodies at different events, the pictures, the details, the data about Baluchistan, how the people are being treated over there. And even just 2 weeks back, there was a photo exhibition over there. There was a photo that the whole area of Gawadar is being fenced, and the people of Baluchistan, they do not have water to drink. On the other side, there was a very lavish buildings are being built for the Chinese people to come in. And as per CPEC plan, that 500,000 houses are being built inside Gawadar only for the Chinese people. So as per UN laws, where there is a mega project, so without the consent of the local people, that a mega project is termed as an illegal project, and UN, abides her members do not participate in that financially, and also denies any sort of physical, technical and feasible assistance to that project. So as per the UN laws, as per the international norms, this project and the details of this project has been kept secret from long time, even from the parliamentary members of Pakistan as well. So there is something hidden behind that. That's why we are organizing this conference to bring the concerns of the local people. I have respected Lamin Dianko. He's a president of African Culture International. He is participating as an observer organization. So I welcome you, sir. And if you want to just welcome, so I give you the floor for 2 minutes. So please, respected Dianko Lamin, uh, the mic is yours. So please unmute and come.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Munir,
Good
and
evening.
good evening, all the assistants. I thank you to give me the word. I will be take my my contribution. First, I want to congratulate you to organize this panel because it's very important in this time, and I will be. Not tell much because I am some limited with my English, but I want to tell you we are supporting you personally with my organization ICA Human Rights. It is until 10 years ago, but we continue all our communities to support the Balus people because it's a noble cause. Firstly, the freedom not have the price. We are together to push you to get it, and I renew personally my sustainable in front of the Palus people, and I give you again many possibility. I will give you many possibility to collaborate in the future. To organize many other panel in Geneva, in New York, and in Vienna. And I will
African
be
Union as well.
yes, again an African United in Addis Ababa. But I will be limit my contribution here because my English is some little.
Thank you.
I give the hand all the panelists, all the participants, and I see some people who I know, Professor Naila, Claudia, and Doctor, and I give the hand all the people, and thank you very much.
Thank you, respected Lamin Dianko. So even the language of United Nations, English plus French. So French is also a very important language. So you people,
Yeah.
have a power on the French language. So please take note of all these issues which are being spoken over here, and we expect that your organization will
Bonjour,
raise
mesdames,
these
messieurs.
issues to at all forums where you have access through your organization as well. Now I request respected Claudia Wedlich. She's a German lady, she's a poet, she's a writer, she is a German politician as well. She has written 4 books on different issues, and she knows very well about Balochistan. She has been at different platforms where the issue of Balochistan has been raised. So she has a very detailed in knowledge and information of the geo politics of that region. So respected Claudia Wedrich, the floor is yours. Please unmute and take the mic.
Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Nathan. I've been working for the United Nations for almost 20 years now. One of the biggest I learned about social injustices is making sure that we can make the world a better
Who is
place
this,
and
please,
very
sir?
good things.
Please, sir, I will give you
So
the floor on your
one of the ways you can do that is PlayStation. PlayStation. This is the key. PlayStation.
Yo, who's this? Who is this? Who's this? Get him
Do,
out.
do
Get him
you
out.
guys have the
So Claudia Wedlich, so please take the mic.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you well.
Okay. Thank you very much, Munir Mengal, for giving me again the opportunity to speak some words about CPEC. As in many previous speeches on the CPEC, the investigation of the Chinese Belt and Road Initiative is based on previous experience of the implementation of Chinese projects, which does not bring any advantages to the Baluch population, nor guarantee participation in the projects. The G7 made it clear that China's contractual partners are not treated as an equal footing in the projects. The affected countries had to submit to the unilateral conditions of China due to their financial weakness, become financially dependent on China, which is a mere debt trap and irreversible. No freedom of contract, no involvement of the Baluch in the contracts. In fact, due to the violation of international law and even Pakistani law, the CPEC contract is null and void. And the consistency is questioned, even by old Chinese think tanks. In African countries, China had the construction project carried out only by its own companies. Nothing else is planned in Balochistan. Baluch are not permitted in relevant positions. The planning already is in China. There are also allegations from the West with regard to occupational health and safety at work and climate protection. China will again accelerate